Welcome again to the chat. As you know, I love going to all the different yearling sales around Australia, and I went to the Inglis Easter yearling sale and had the pleasure of meeting my next guest there. And joining me today is the Bloodstock and sales manager for Gai Waterhouse and Adrian Bott Racing in Claudia Miller. Hi, Claudia. How are you today?
Hi, Ben. I'm well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
No worries at all. First and foremost, what's it like working for Gai Waterhouse?
It's like there's never a dull moment. She's amazing. I've never really met anyone quite like Gai. She's an amazing boss, a great mentor. She's a real leader in the industry. It's just been an amazing ride.
And you've gone 360. You started as a stable hand and a track work rider with Gai, didn't you?
I did, yeah. So I left high school at 17 and I've always had a passion for horses. And my mum actually said, why don't you go and put in your resume around the track? So I did, and Gai Waterhouse's HR guy at the time called me and said, do you want to come in and see what it's like? And I did. It's sort of just grown from there. It's been amazing. Starting from, I guess, the ground up, it's been a great way to get to know the industry and the business in itself.
I think it's good because it therefore gives you an appreciation of just how many people are involved in getting a horse to the track.
Absolutely, of course.
Tell me, how do you and Bruce Slade work together at the sales? I see you guys running around like mad people inspecting everything. Do you kind of separate the catalogue into two, or do you guys work pretty closely together?
We work really closely together as obviously a collective, as a team. But Bruce and I and Gai and Adrian, obviously we're sort of the core part. We like to see every single horse on the complex. I guess that just makes sure that we're not missing anything. I know that some people do like to sort of pick and choose what they're looking for, pedigree, whether that be pedigree or stallion I think it just gives us a really good idea of everything in the catalogue, and just to make sure that we're not missing out on anything, to look at everything in the catalogue.
When you're at the yearling sales, is there anything in particular that you're looking for? Because everyone's looking for different things, aren't they?
Very much so, yes, which I think makes it great. Everyone's sort of got their little things that they look for in particular. I guess for me, I look at the overall picture, as Gai likes to say, it's like a wave sort of washing over you. Firstly, I don't look at the pedigree page, I look at the physical, and I guess that gives me a good idea of whether I, like the horse or not, and then you look at the pedigree page, and that I guess just determines how much you're going to have to pay for it. So for me, I like to see a nice fluid mover, temperament's really big as well, just because we have to train these horses in the mornings, and temperament's huge. I mean, it can really set back a young horse if they just don't have the right temperament. Lovely big shoulder, deep girth, just the overall good bone, a good package.
You were quite active at the recent Inglis Easter yearling sale where we met for the first time. What was in your opinion, the best yearling that you purchased?
I thought we bought really well at the Easter sale. It was such an incredible catalogue. We could have come away with everything if we could, but I think in particular, the one that really stood out for me is the Russian Revolution Perfect Persuasion filly that we purchased at Sledmere. I really liked her. I loved Russian Revolution as a racehorse, and I think he's done a really good job with his 2-year-olds. He's a stallion going places in the future, and she just looked like a real 2-year-old speed type, and hopefully we'll see her at the races pre-Christmas.
Is there any shares still available, or are they all gone?
There are. Yes, there are. Only a few.
They just need to jump on the website and all your details on there, and they can get in touch with you.
Very much so, absolutely.
How much do you divide between your Bloodstock role and your sales/communication roles? Because it's obviously quite busy. There's always plenty to do, isn't there? Very
much so. I mean, I'm constantly in contact with owners, clients, whether that be, past, present, hopefully future clients. And I guess I divide my time up. It all sort of intertwines in a way. It's being in constant contact with clients also gives you that sales side of things. And, it's all sort of very well versed in that sense.
Gai's quite well known for engaging with her clients with the famous Sunday morning stable visits. That must be a favourite of yours, because you get to see the clients probably in a more relaxed kind of mood, because they're probably a little bit nervous because they've got a runner on race day.
Very much so. I think it's a really nice thing that we do, and something that I haven't heard of any other trainer doing, especially not as frequently as we do it. It's nice for the owners to come in, meet other owners, like-minded owners, and it's a great way for everyone to just keep in touch and sort of get to know each other a bit better, and obviously to see their horses and how they're progressing through the preparations.
And can you tell me about your stint working for Richard Hannon in the UK? That must have been an amazing learning experience.
I love that. Yeah, so I went in 2016. I was really good friends, or I'm really good friends with Tom Ward. So he was their assistant at the time. So I was staying with Tom, and it was at the time where Richard Hannon Sr. was stepping down. So Richard Hannon Jr. was stepping in, and I did some track work in the morning, which I just absolutely loved. I was doing some work in the office, and I went around to all the race meetings, etc. So I got to meet some great people, and just the way that they train their horses and the facilities that they have over there at Marlborough was incredible. I would highly recommend it to any young person in the industry who's looking to get international experience. It was something I'll never forget.
Did you go to Royal Ascot or anything like that when you were over there?
No, I didn't. I wasn't there during sort of Royal Ascot, but I did Royal Ascot on the Saturday when Merchant Navy won. So that was really special, and I'm going back again this year, so that'll be great.
Exciting indeed. What does Claudia Miller like to do in her spare time?
With the spare time that I have, I'm big on exercise. So I think that sort of keeps me sane, keeps me going away. I love reading. I love catching up with friends and being with my family. I think that's really important. And going to footy games, AFL, I'm still very much a sport lover outside of racing. So a bit of everything.
Talking about exercise, I find the best thing to do when I'm away is get up quite early in the morning and go for a bit of a walk around and get a coffee and do that, and then go and get spruced up for the races, or go and get ready to head to the sales. It's the best way to start a morning, I reckon. It really is. It just sort of clears your mind, and you just wake up with a different sort of feel to the day. What's your funniest story related working to Gai? I know we were talking off air about Bruce Slade's funniest story about when he first met Gai, and Gai said, "Hello, Bruce, I'm Gai Waterhouse. I'm going to offer you a job." This is when he was bid spotting at the Caracas sale. That sounds so much like Gai. Truthfully, there's nothing that really comes to mind. But I guess when I first started working for Gai, and one of my first experiences going to Melbourne, Gai and I were in the lounge at the time, and we completely misjudged the flight time, and we were so late. Yep. And we were sprinting down the airport, and the whole flight was waiting for us. We ended up getting on, and the looks that I got when I was walking in were just, it was fair to say I was sitting there pretty quietly for the whole flight. I reckon probably my funniest Gai moments are when you see you guys all chasing after her when she's on her golf cart and tottering around. I do remember at the Gold Coast sale, I forget which stud it was, but some of the stable staff said, "Here comes the cavalry. It's like the charge of the Light Brigade watching you guys come in the golf cart." Yeah, it's worse when she's got the dogs with her and really? There's everyone around and it's so chaotic. The horses handle it very well. Yeah. Claudia Miller, thanks for joining me. My pleasure. Thanks so much, Ben. Thank you.
Hello, how are you? Just walk her up and back, thanks. How are you, young man? Good to see you again. They're going to give him 2 more weeks and then he's starting to pre-train with another. I'm going to move you stage left, over there, the Bible, because you can physically touch it, and you can, maybe because I'm used to it, nothing more. But I like to be able to touch the pages. I love to be able to look at things. I enjoy using the iPad, yes, and I like to be able to look at the comments down the bottom of our team. Handsome horse, isn't he? What's their coffee like? Okay, give me a little bit longer. Bye. Well spotted. Comme ci, comme ça. Well, I have a little ziz from time to time. I go to bed early, bit of coffee and water, and just try to not get too fatigued. And I've got a great team of people around me. We could stop after this if you want to have lunch, because it'll be dinner time otherwise. What are we up to? Well, I can't bear horses that are poorly handled. It's such a travesty for the owner, the breeder, because the horse could be devalued hundreds of thousands of dollars. Great importance on the person leading the horse. And some studs are just so good at it. And my bit of advice is I think the farm should spend more time teaching the kids how to parade the horses. It's chalk and cheese, isn't it? Just walk him again, just on the grass, up and back, and make him walk. Make him walk along. Somebody got the pooper scooper? Someone picking up the you-know-what? Someone picking up the you-know-what? Oh, got your on foot, Jim. Bridget's gone looking for the pooper scooper. You put her on the payroll, Jim, that's what you do with her. She's worth her weight in gold. Do you like him, Adrian? Is that the end of them, or are there more?
Okay, ready? Jim!
Oh, sorry. Go over. Bye-bye.